Wait, lady, if you're watching this, I'm going to show you a demonstration of a run with fire strats. I'll demonstrate a run. So the best way to do this part right here is that bush right there. Like, when you get to about, like, right here is when you want to full jump and hit the Goomba. So right when you get there, just immediately do a backward jump, and you'll always land on the Goomba. You know what, I'll just do Everdrive just because it has save states. Oh, jeez, no. SD initialization error. Yeah, I guess we'll just load the Pilsen ROM, who cares? Alright. So you just always do that, and when you land on the ground, hold left. If you want it to be quick, start holding left right as you land on the Goomba. And it'll put you right under that block. There, and just go up there and grab it. And then from there, that's pretty much all it is. On this part, just do whatever underground strat you're comfortable with, whether it be big or small jump. Actually, luckily, if you enter this pipe with a 381, you can actually afford to lose an in-game second, and it'll actually be good, because if you don't do that, then you'll get a 376 on the clock, which means you'll get 6 fireworks when you beat the level. So if anything, you actually kind of want to lose an in-game second here. So you can just take it extremely safe, and it ends up being fast. For 1-2, this jump can be a little tricky if you want to go fast. I would suggest holding left when you get to about like right here. As you can see, like right there, it puts me under that block at the far left of it. So as soon as you come in contact, or as soon as you're under the block fully is when you want to jump. Like that. And then just run to the left. And grab it. An optimal time to get this would be a 375, like I did there. But most of the time, you're going to get like a 374. But if you want it to be fast, you're going to want to get a 395. So you grab that. Now for this part, wait, hold on. So just kill these 2 Goombas, throw a few fireballs, crouch under there. It doesn't even need to be a big crouch, just make sure you're under it all the way. Because then you can easily just slide through it and start running. Or just crouch for like half a second and then just shoot the enemies. So kill those. 2 fireballs, crouch, run, shoot that one. And for this part, you can just walk and let the Goomba pass. You don't need to challenge it or anything. Boom. Walk there, shoot him, and then you're good. Now for this part, you can shoot the Goombas, and then just kill those plants, or you can just jump over it entirely. Which luckily, if you full jump right before the first Goomba, it gets you lined up immediately with the first pipe. So all you gotta do is when you're max height, just shoot your fireball. And from there you can decide to either, actually, if you don't feel comfortable killing that guy, because I know sometimes I'll do something like this, or like that, where I'll just shoot over, you can just do a full jump, land in the pit, and then go out. That finishes 1-2. 4-1 is the same, no difference. We'll just breeze through this. nice thing too about having fire here is it's easy to get swag coins. Now, like I was saying before, 4-2 is actually really easy with fire because you don't have to do bumps. All you have to do is one simple trick that involves crouching under the blocks to get pushed to the right. So when you start, jump onto this right here, and then like we did before for the Goomba jump in 1-1, just do a full backwards jump to land. Well, actually, no, don't do a full one, because if you do a full one, you'll land like that. You want to jump until you get here. So you land right on the blocks, and then just hold down, and then when you're under, just let go of down, and he'll slide and get enough pixels. You can go forward. The only downfall is that obviously when he's under like that, he's still kind of running, so it takes a little longer for him to crouch under. Like right there, he was running a bit. But if you do a backwards jump and stop in place, he stops a lot quicker, so you get enough pixels a lot faster than you normally would. And then from there you can kill the Goombas like that, or you can just, you can kill them like that, or you can like crouch jump on the middle one. Whatever way you feel comfortable getting past those Goombas. You don't even really need to mash. They can be pretty spaced out. And the nice thing too is you don't have to worry about hitting this vine block, because what you can do here is you can kill the guy with the fire. So you kill that, and then right after you kill that top plant, immediately shoot another fireball, and it'll hit that one right in the face. Every time. Yeah, exactly. It's actually not that bad when you try it in runs. Yeah, just make sure the key part about this is to immediately shoot another fireball after killing that top plant. And then from there, that plant is already dead, so all you gotta do is just go down the pipe. And now with fire, a level like 8-1 is going to be very easy. You don't have to hit any enemies, just jump over. And parts where you need to do pipe jumps, all you need to do is just jump and shoot them. And then obviously right here you have to stomp the first and the third one to get rid of this guy. But with fire you don't need to do that. There is another way of doing it, which isn't really foolproof, but it does work. You could just kill those guys and then jump into the pit. The only problem is you saw where that Koopa was placed? It makes it a lot harder to get past this part, because the Koopa kind of sandwiches you between him and the block. So you'll either hit the block and lose time, or you'll hit the Koopa. So it's best to just hit these guys and then jump right there and jump, because he'll be at the right of the screen. So he can't really hurt you, and you can't, and you don't have to worry about hitting that invisible block. Oh, I guess if you kill all three, it'll open up. But if I only kill two... Wait, hold on. Huh. Oh, it's because I shot that guy, okay. And obviously right here, if you want to get the frame rule, which I mean, for getting like sub 510, even when you're in like the 507 range, judges don't really matter. But it's an easy way of getting the frame rule. Just jump right when you make it past that little tree right... Hold on. I keep hitting that guy. Just jump when you get like right there. When you make it past that tree. It's a good visual cue. Now for this part, just shoot that guy. And luckily if you shoot that guy, those two are the only plants up, so when you land on the third pipe you don't have to worry about a plant. Just so you can just full jump onto there. It's foolproof. Just kill him, jump, and do a full jump off that pipe. You'll make it on every time. You never have to worry about a plant being there. Now for this part, usually you'd have to jump behind these coops to make it over there. There's two different ways you can go about this. You can do, one of my favorite ways is to do this. Jump like you normally would, and then just kill that guy. So you never have to worry about him hitting you. Or you can do this. You can shoot 2 fireballs there, so it kills this Koopa and that upcoming Koopa. So you can do a full jump from like right here and shoot that plant, and you'll always make it. And if you don't really feel comfortable doing a full jump, you can kill those 2 as well and kill that guy. The only thing is, with this, you're gonna have to worry about that plant at the end right here. But it's easy. You can either kill him and go up there, or you can just full jump onto that and do this. Or both if you really want to, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you make it up here. I'd recommend doing this way because sometimes doing jump from here to here can be tricky, like you saw I died there. So I'd suggest just killing this guy and landing on here. I'm teaching fire strats to Lady Oliver right now, Hermitcraft. Now for this part is very tricky. Obviously, in normal Mario 1 when you're small, you can always make it up and never get hit by that Koopa. But obviously now, you're more vulnerable to getting hit. You can inch your way up, just like landing right there, if you want to. Just like full jump all the way up to like here. Wait for that Koopa to pass. Or if you want to, you can be daring and you can just shoot him like that and then get up there. But really, if you really want to play it safe, just crouch right here and then go. Or you can do a really hard strat, but I think you could pick it up pretty soon. You jump onto this step right here, like you normally would in Mario. Easiest way to do that would be to full jump before you hit that tree right there. So if you full jump there, or a little bit like right there, you'll always make it on. And obviously right there, you have to crouch jump. So just press down and jump, and you don't have to hold right either. Like I'm not holding right and he makes it across. Now one key thing about this is to jump while still holding down when you do this jump right there. So obviously if you don't hold down, that happens. So you have to hold down the whole way. So down and still holding it. Yeah, I guess this could go for anyone that wants to learn fire strats, but does anyone in here really want to learn fire strats? Yeah, the key thing is always holding down, because you don't have to hold right to maintain speed. But that covers that part. It's pretty easy. It's just a little weird to start off with, but I know you can get it. Now for this part, if there's issues that go on here, the best way to do this, because I know some people can approach this part differently. You got some people that'll jump from here to that cannon, full jump off of these blocks onto there. But what I do is I jump from here, to there, to there, to there, to there. I make all the small jumps. Some people like to go crazy and, you know, clear some of the jumps that they wouldn't have to do. But I just take it slowly. Now for this Koopa, luckily, he's going to be pretty nice most of the time, but if he's in an awkward spot, all you got to do is shoot him. Like that. Just spam a few fireballs, you'll get him every time. Now this jump's a little weird. You can play it safe, run into here, and then jump. So it looks like this. You just run and then do that. That's the easiest way to do it, but if you want to be fast, you can do the jump over the plant, which is, I don't think it's necessary, because it doesn't save that much time over just doing this. So it won't affect too much of the speedrun. So I suggest just playing it safe by just running into the pipe and full jumping, and then killing the plant. And from here, when you land, you can kill that plant, or you can jump over it, and just spam a few fireballs in the air, so you kill the Koopas. They could be a little oddly placed. Like here, they're kind of placed all over the place. So you could just full jump here, run, and then just wait until one gets into your face and then do it. But the key thing is just to not to get hit. And if you notice one's coming in your way and you can't shoot it, just play it safe. Just do something like that. And for this part, what I would suggest doing is, when you get past this cannon, slow down just a little bit, so you can let that Koopa pass. And then you can land up here. Just wait a little bit. Sometimes you'll get a little bounce off that Koopa. That's why it's best to jump late, so you don't have that happen as often. Oh, it seems like you hit him a lot, actually. If you ever do end up hitting him, I'd suggest just holding left so you don't go over this block. And then from there, it's just grab the pole. Like that. Just take it safe. So mainly 8-2 consists of a few awkward jumps. And, you know, just a few oddly placed Koopas. But there's ways to go about it. Now 8-3, this is one of the easiest levels with fire, because you can go to the same spot every time and not have to worry. Like, you see that bro went bottom? All you gotta do is just shoot him. The only thing that could end up hitting you in the early parts of the level is this cannon right here. So to kind of play it safe if you want, you could jump and then hold left a little bit when you make it over this Koopa. Or if you want, you can just shoot the Koopa and slow down a bit. Because sometimes you will get a nasty bullet that will end up killing you. So just kind of slow down a bit and let the bullet pass. And from here, if the bro goes bottom, just shoot it. And then here, always go up top. And there's a bro up there, just shoot him. So we got one down there, shoot him. And then here, this part you never have to worry about. The Koopa will never get in your way. And if he does, then you can just shoot him. And this part, always go up top. And hold up. Actually, I would suggest going bottom, because you can get, this is a perfect example of the only time where you can end up getting hit going up top. You can get a bro that goes bottom, no, middle and top, and the middle one can throw an early hammer. So while you're running, see the hammers above the ground. So I suggest going bottom. let's just pretend there's a bro down there. And all you gotta do is shoot him. It really doesn't matter where you go. I'm just trying to tell you all the easiest places to do it. Just to avoid getting hit at all. Because for 8-4, you're going to want to power up for some things. But yeah, now that we got this, you can kill this guy if you want. You can make it over every time, you don't need to kill it. From here, shoot a few fireballs to kill those two. And the same here. If they jump, don't worry about killing them, just run under them. Now for this part, since we made it through the level without slowing down, we obviously have to slow down at the end to avoid getting 3 fireworks. Easiest way to do that is to jump right here at the edge of this block. So you land on this block up here. Yo, Pidgey Prowler, thanks for the host, dude. Yeah, full jump from here to here so you land right here. Now, this jump can be a little tricky, but all you gotta do is do a full jump right there. Actually, no, don't make it a full jump. Make it a semi-full jump. Because if you full jump, you can do this. Make it over that entirely, which you don't want to do. But really what's important here is bonking this block and then jumping to make it on the blocks. Now that's just something you can just get used to in practice. There's no real strat, it's just getting used to it. Because there can be times where you'll do something like this. Or excuse me, like this. You jump early. Or you could have something like this. Where you don't jump at all. Because you pressed A too late. And from there, it's just making it to the top of the flagpole, like all the other levels. Yeah, 8-3 is a very simple level. As for 8-4. 8-4, it's pretty much kind of like the 80% ones, because there's not a whole lot of enemies you have to kill as small Mario. The only part that's a little tricky about here is that plant at the end. Because normally what you'd have to do is kind of crouch jump to make it through, which can lose a few frames, which doesn't really matter. So I'll show you what that looks like. So make it across. Also, if you don't feel comfortable making this jump, you can just run to the ground, into the lava, and you'll land on the little mini platform right here. And then from there, it's just jump. Normally what you have to do is crouch jump. You can make a very tight jump though, like here. I suggest just doing a little crouch jump to make it on. As for this room, you can take this part safe by doing walking off the pipe. Don't run, just walk until you make it in midair. When you get right here, hold B and right. So right now I hold B there, and then I jump. And from here, jump and shoot those 2 Koopas. If you only hit one, that's fine. You just need to have empty space for this part right here. Because normally what you do is you have to jump super early, otherwise that happens. Which it's not guaranteed that you're going to make it over. And you could also end up hitting the Koopa in the face and losing your power up. Really, it's just about clearing this part, or this part right here. You can choose to go for wall jump if you want to. It does save a significant amount of time. But if not, just reveal this hidden coin block, make it up there. If you do plan on going for wall jump, it's best not to jump the frame you land, so don't jump like right here. You want to jump when maybe you're like right there. Just wait a few frames before you land, or after you land, excuse me, and then jump. You want the jump to be a full jump right before you hit the pixel. And from there, you have 2 frames to do the wall jump, so it's not a frame perfect trick with this setup. Of course, you can always just take it safe and do that. Doesn't matter. And here, it's just like all the other turnaround rooms you've ever done. Just jump up here. If you want to save a few frames, most people I see do this. they jump really high and early when they come out of the pipe. If you want to be fast, jump as late as you can and do a swall jump. He'll maintain speed better that way. But yeah, other than that, it's just like any other turnaround. Just make it in. Now, the swimming in this is a little tricky. But, by learning one simple trick, it can make it a lot easier. Normally when you swim, Mario will bonk his head on everything. He'll have his full hitbox if you were big. But if you simply land on the ground, hold down, and then swim, now he can go through the blocks. Because that means the game thinks that he still has his small Mario hitbox. Because when Mario's crouching, he's pretty much the size of small Mario's hitbox. So when he crouches and then swims out of it, the game still registers it as if he had that hitbox. So you can swim through lots of stuff. The best place to do it is right when you come out of this pipe. So just hold A to swim, land, hold down, and then start swimming. Best way you can get through this is you don't even need to mash that quick. Just make it past this fire bar like that. Swim when you get to about right here, do a full swim. Do this. Now for this part, you want to hold down when you make it past the fire bar. Because you'll have a chance of touching the ground, so you don't want this to happen. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. So make it past here. You don't want something like this to happen. So to avoid that, right when you go for that swim, hold down. So he'll crouch past the fire bar. Then you can start swimming again. Just anytime you think you're going to touch down, just hold down. So he'll still maintain the small Mario hitbox. Hold down, you'll make it every time. And from there, just make it to the end pipe. Two swims up here, and a short swim right there. And then from here, you could have a chance of getting Potobooed. So if you really want to just complete the run, you don't want to afford getting hit, you can slow down and do that. But luckily, if you want, you can just damage boost through this Potoboo, and then you'll still be in the animation of him getting hit, so he has no hitbox at this point. He'll pass through everything. So it doesn't matter what kind of Bowser you get, you can just jump through him. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Yeah, sure thing, lady. It was fun being able to teach that. But yeah, if you do have any questions about this, I'll highlight the whole tutorial, and then if you have any other additional questions, just come and ask me and I'll go over that one in more detail. But yeah, that run itself would be like a 5:10. Like a 5:09, so it's, as you can see, there's lots of little mistakes you can make and still get a good time with fire strats.